All right, welcome friends to this Monday edition of 2024. Which way today? Your go-to show to understand which way the wind is blowing this campaign. Remember, just a week to go. In fact, for the last phase of polling on June 1 and then, of course, the June 4 results. In fact, we have stories that can still impact the June 1 last phase of polling. In fact, three stories with three angles, and Shawan joins me.
Well, in fact, it's that last leg of the elections, and how crucial is it? Now, there have been comments that have already been made by the Indie bloc. In fact, strong comments also coming in from the Prime Minister. So how would things really change? Which way is it really going this week? And it's going to be a hectic this week, keeping in mind that we have the Prime Minister's extensive campaigning that's also going to take place, Abhishek, starting from tomorrow. Perhaps that's going to be a which way to tomorrow for us. But let's first introduce the stories that we're bringing to you tonight.
The three stories that we bring to you tonight, friends. The first one, Mamata above divine. Now, interestingly, she made this comment some time back where she said, even if the Bible, Quran, Mahabharata, Ramayana are not there, her policies of governance would remain. Obviously, that element of divine. We'll discuss that. Also, the second story, Union Home Minister Amit Shah bats on the front foot on the Uniform Civil Code, as also Shawan, on the One Nation, One Election. He says that immediately after June 4, you would see action. Home Minister Swagar, insofar as BJP's manifesto promises are concerned. The third story, of course, the opposition jitters on EVM are back.
Well, in fact, this is a clear indication. On the one hand, the second story that we have picked up shows where is it headed, what is the agenda. On the other, you have the agenda of the Indie bloc post 4th of June, which is about EVM.
All right, we have Vineet Goenka joining us in the studios, right-leaning political analyst, and we'll discuss these stories one by one with three angles. The first one, Mamata above divine. Now, why we say Mamata above divine? Because she made that comment in which she said or suggested that even if those holy books are not there anymore, the amount of work she has done, her policies would remain. And so no Bible, no Quran, no Ramayana, no Mahabharata, but the policies, her policies would stay. Also, is she caught on the wrong foot? Vineet Goenka, now that you understand the story, and also I must clarify that the comment was made by Mamata Banerjee about a fortnight back.
Right, and there was a clarification that came in.
Today she has clarified, though she did not mean that. But interestingly, she made Firhad Hakim her go-to man in Kolkata, has been mayor of Kolkata. And Firhad Hakim came out to clarify that, no, she did not mean that. But while in the case of Quran, the clarification has come, the BJP has picked it up and saying that why clarification is not coming for other religions.
Also, the BJP saying that is she really calling for the extinction of revered religious texts is what the BJP indicating. But once again, just a quick, also before you respond to it, Vineet, the thing here is this Mamata Banerjee over the last few weeks, if you look at what has really happened. First, the attack that has taken place on the monks with the Prime Minister hitting out saying that how dare she. Second is with regards to once again talking about Ramayana and Mahabharata, not for the first time that she has spoken about it. Is it because there is something that she is targeting, and what is it?
Ram to both of you and all the viewers who are watching us right now on this show. See, I don't know about the Al-Kitab, what she mentioned about Bible or this thing, and I would not like to comment on that particular part, whether Bible or Quran would live there for eternity or not. That is not my subject. But as far as Sanatan goes, Ramayana goes or Mahabharata go, they have been there for infinite years, and it will be there for infinite years. So that is a clear position from my side. One, in Hindi, there is a saying, "Kai faras aaye lohe ko sona banane ke liye." Now pay attention to the word faras. It is not paras. Whereas you need a paras to make loha sona. You need a particular stone which will make it. So these kind of faras who are not even a paras, they are self-proclaimed gods, demigods. And there is also one more saying in Hindi, "Bujta diya bo jada timtimata hai." So this is coming, she is coming to an end of the political career. They are in loose wicket. And so she is trying to use every trick. One trick of creating hatred between the society. And this is one among this. Two, when a person is on a loose wicket, he tries to equate himself with God, and which she is trying to do. I'm sure you would understand. Sorer Mai Bodogala. So this is a saying which Bengalis use nowadays for Mamata, that she uses her tongue more than her performance, and she tries to yell, shout, and try to come down. But this is incorrect. She should apologize, and she should apologize specifically for being against Ramayana.
Far from apologizing, she's targeting Republic Bangla, by the way, because we picked the story first about a fortnight back. But today, and I should clarify the statement, for the benefit of viewers, exactly what we're discussing. At that time, she had said, we are way ahead in development. Our Bengal is way ahead. No one can touch me. Best in the world. Ramayana, Mahabharat, Quran, Puran will end, but my tales will not end. 67 schemes have been introduced, from infancy to that, all schemes. You see? So obviously in a flow she mentioned, and she was taking pride in her governance. But then to bring in this element, in a way she's having this thought that she is for eternity. Her governance is for eternity.
So I would request her to, through your channel itself, is to visit Sandesh Kali and see the pains of this thing. Development means people would not do that, what has happened in Sandesh Kali, especially the way our better, the half of the society was treated there. The daughter of the West Bengal was treated in Sandesh Kali by her own henchmen. A. B. I would request her to visit Hubli, Midnapur, Purania, Chobish Porgana, maybe if she can visit even, the Karshang districts. People are moving out, migration. Abhishek ji, you have to just go out of this studio maybe a kilometer away. There is a Bengali Pada which is coming up because people don't have basic jobs and security in West Bengal. I had never seen Bengalis moving out of West Bengal like this. You see, they were CEOs of the companies, they were CEOs of banks, they were CFOs, IT professionals, they were people at the senior level. But the way Bengali Padas have come in Noida, Jaipur, Mumbai, even in Coimbatore, that shows the exodus of Hindus which is happening in West Bengal under the regime of Mamata Banerjee.
But they say that about good 70% of their schemes have reached the rural areas, particularly if you look at schemes to do with women. It has largely reached almost most of the districts, and which is why they say that one of the reasons why they came back to power.
So, for a minute, let us all leave about our liking and disliking for any policy. But when you see a sister of some place, forget about West Bengal, anywhere, coming to an unknown place, living in shanties and tries to clean utensils of somebody else's house just because she could not afford 2 square meal, then you feel pain. And here I would tell Mamata ji, in the entire Noida, entire Gurgaon, entire Mumbai, if you see, maximum maid servants come from West Bengal just because they can't even afford a square meal.
No, let's not do that.
That's a painful part. So she should take care of that.
You are sort of stereotyping, which is not fair, because people come from all over, and that's because maybe there are more jobs in Delhi NCR.
No, that is because the exodus which are there.
But from every state.
Allow me to complete this sentence. If you come by choice, there is nobody who stops you. India is yours, you can go anywhere. But you are forced to move out of your motherland. You are forced to move out of your place of birth. You are forced to come out of your state because you can't afford 2 square meal. Then the state government should pay attention. See, people are coming back to Uttar Pradesh. People are moving to Uttar Pradesh because there are jobs. Who stops West Bengal from creating a job? Why is she creating a fear of, that atmosphere of fear where Hindus are running out? The reason the exodus is happening is because of 2 things. 1, job, and 2, fear.
Okay, but you see, it seems she has been secular in the faux pas, right? In the gaffe that she committed. Right. She has been secular in the sense that she has spoken about Bible, Quran, and Mahabharata and Ramayana. But the fact that as the BJP picks it up, only Firad Hakim comes out and says, no, galti ho gaya, it's okay. So obviously there is this fear that one vote bank needs to be taken care of, right? And that's why that clarification. Otherwise, she is in fact attacking Republic Bangla for picking up that story.
No. One, Mamata ji is a very seasoned politician. She has been doing politics before my birth. She understands politics far better than many people in this country. So when she spoke, I don't take this jab that galti ho gaya. She does all the moves calculated. So it's an intended thing. She's trying to harm you. The way she harmed us by not allowing Durga Visarjan, by not allowing us to say Jai Shri Ram there, by always attacking those people who come from outside, whereas she's not taking care of their own people.
Okay. In fact, let's now shift our focus to what many would say, that what's the real agenda, if at all, the NDA comes to power. Amit Shah has already laid it out. He says that as far as the Uniform Civil Code is concerned, that will be on the agenda. With regards to one nation, one poll, that happens to be on the agenda. So is it very clear now, Abhishek, that what we are really looking at, the three very important points with regards to implementation, and how exactly does the implementation really happen? He also says that there is a well laid out plan with regards to how we have seen in certain states are already adopting it, and of course looking at whether at all there is going to be more opposition or not. This sends across a clear message. Just 1 week to go, the last phase. Amit Shah setting the agenda once again, simply saying that look here, we are ready. And then we'll come to the Indie Bloc's agenda also a little later. But clearly, it sends across the message of having it ready. The UCC becoming the other big hallmark of, if at all they come to power, that becomes the hallmark too.
No, I should congratulate the Home Minister. And I should congratulate him on two counts. One, the courage which is shown while the elections. Many of the good, powerful people would shy out from using these kind of strong words and coming out very clearly. So one, congratulations to him, and that shows India has grown under the leadership of Modi ji, where the ministers can have this kind of courage to speak. A. B, this is the best, act which I seen a move by a country. See, there are two types of countries which we neighbor with. One, where there are democracy, which is very fair. So if you see Nepal or where you see Sri Lanka, they are democracies which are like us, secular. There is no mention of one particular religion. But whereas if you see Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan, all these three countries which we neighbor right now, which our boundaries touch, these countries have one line, which is they are Islamic republics. So there is something called as persecuted minority. The religious minority which is persecuted, where will they go? So a minority from a secular country is an issue which they have to tackle, whether it is Sri Lanka or Nepal. But a minority of a religious-based democracy, if at all there is a democracy there, has to be handled and has to be protected.
This is about, you're talking about CAA.
So if you allow me two more lines about UCC and CA. So there particularly if you see what will happen to those minorities. When we talk about that particular law, then let us come back to India and see what about our minorities, because when you implement those laws which will allow those minorities to come here, what will happen to our people and our minority? Our minorities have the same rights which the majority has. If at all something is disputed between two people in Hindu community and the governance of the law is there, it should be same to the minority. If my Hindu sister enjoys the right of, some rights under marriage, separation, under adoption, under passing of the benefits from the family, my Muslim sister should have the same thing. Why there is this difference? The Constitution itself says we are all equal. So if we are all equal, there has to be one law. How can be there two courts?
But I think, Vinit Goenka, what caught my attention was the swagger. The confidence with which the Home Minister is saying, okay, fine, June 4 and cut. Like Rahul Gandhi said, khat. In other contexts, I think the Home Minister is suggesting khat, these things will be done. So it seems like the party has a 100-day agenda in which maybe the Uniform Civil Code might be one of them.
You walk out without your camera and you travel anywhere, people will tell you this. Modi ji has the 30. Today is Modi ji's 10 years and 2 days. See, already he is the third longest serving Prime Minister of this country. He has covered Manmohan Singh ji's tenure,
yes,
which was exactly 10 years, and today we are 10 years, 2 years. And he is going to come. He is going to come with numbers, and I don't want to debate that because that is not a topic today. When he comes, what will be your desire? Sir, you have given us Ram Mandir. Sir, you have given us a road. Sir, you have given us a very nice inclusion in the banking policies. We would like to have inclusion and sharing of the rights and the resources equally with the minorities. When will this happen? When will the adoption laws will be same in all the religions, be it be a Jew, be it be Jain, be it be Zoroastrians, be it be Muslims. Now minorities are minority. If minority, aren't they human beings? Should they not have rights like we majority? I think this is a very broad-minded, larger heart
Shravan, it's also about the ONOE, which is the One Nation, One Election. Because look at this campaign itself. It's been almost 3 months. The voting started, first phase of polling was April 19th. And June 4 is by the time when we'll finish. And if you look at it, the campaign for April 19th, first phase of polling, started early April. And we have been in election mode. In fact, mid-March is the time when the Election Commission had that press conference and the Model Code of Conduct kicked in. Now you have model code of conduct which goes on for almost 2 months, 60 days, right? You have the entire administrative machinery at all levels of government
Working for
focused only on elections for this long period. Governance really sort of gets impacted. We have seen how, for example, yesterday the government had to extend by 1 month the term of the present Chief of Army Staff, because the government thinks that propriety demands that next appointment happens by the new government, because just about a week's time left. So obviously, keeping these things in mind, and the manner in which immediately after this we would be again heading into an election cycle for Haryana, Maharashtra, right, in the end of this year. So obviously, one nation, one election is something which perhaps is on the top of the agenda of the Modi government.
In fact, the Prime Minister, along with what the Home Minister has been saying, has very clear as far as one nation, one poll is concerned, with the report already being submitted and the very fact that there is an outline that has been charted out. It seems that these are the two most important work that the Prime Minister essentially feels that once, if and when he comes back to power, that's what is going to be tick marked first of all. One nation, one poll, and the Prime Minister said that we've lost enough because of elections being spread across the year and not enough development work can be done when elections are around the clock.
All right.
So,
quick comment.
I won't have
to
access
go to
to
third
Prime
story.
Minister's thinking, but let me tell you on one nation, one election. In college, we have always discussed, why do we waste so much of time on model code of conduct? Why things are not happening? Why there is this delay? Why there is no governance? Why we are suffering? Why there is a loss of resources? Reason is because we are into perennial election mode. There is perennial appeasement mode. There is perennial, somewhere there is some model code of conduct. So, sense prevail, what Honorable Cohenji's committee has submitted is one of the best reforms in elections, which I think in the post session has happened. And we should embrace this. There should be one nation, one election. There should be a fixed date.
Fair enough.
It helps everybody.
This is also from Prime Minister's own experience. Once in Gujarat, I think 2002 or 2007, he had to have a model code of conduct going through 82 days because the government at that time wanted to split even a peaceful state like Gujarat into two phases. But moving on, the next story which we bring to you, friends, the third one, is about opposition getting EVM jitters yet again. Not the first time, Shawan, because remember, every election we see one leader or the other, or many in fact in the opposition space, bringing in the aspect of EVMs. So yesterday we had Kapil Sibal. He's been with the Congress, been with the Samajwadi Party, and he raising the issue of the process and saying trust but verify. He was explaining the process of counting, and he said that this is the process you should follow and everyone should be fully integrated with the counting process and make sure that there is no manipulation with the EVMs. He is same Kapil Sibal who from London carried out a press conference raising doubts about EVM authenticity. And an election commission fact check has happened. Congress party today came out with a post in which they said, oh, there is a video which shows that EVMs are going in a tempo, like Congress party used for other things in a tempo, right? Yeah. But there were EVMs in the tempo, and they said, oh, why are the EVMs being taken? The election commission fact-checked and said that, oh, your own ally, Samajwadi Party, has approved it, and that Babu Singh Kushwaha in Jaunpur has seen the truck. The truck was being essentially transporting the EVMs to the strong room, and so it was basically fear-mongering on the opposition bugbear EVMs.
See, I like your show because many times we get opportunity to speak, which we have been hearing and learning from people. I had opportunity to learn from Lieutenant General Shekatkar. And one of the incidents he told me, why that 1,000 years we lost our sovereignty, the kings lost it to maybe the Mughals or to the Britishers, is because we showed our back to technology. We were not current those days. So those aggressors who came, those oppressors who came,
true,
they had technology in their hand and they defeated us, that they made us. And so we lost our land and our religion both. A smart person will always embrace technology front on, head on. If we are a country of technology, we have shown that in the last 25, 30 years that we are good in technology. Rather, we should go ahead and talk about how do we vote from home, how do you vote online, rather than going back regressive. The party created by colonial masters, they still are 1883. They still feel that Hume has made them and they will behave like Hume's party. They have to grow up, embrace technology, talk about new ways to do it. And as far as Mr. Sippal goes, I feel those people who change party, who migrate parties, and who can change their loyalties, we should better not speak about them. Any party, you come from X party and go to Y party, you come from Y party to X party. जो अपनी philosophy को change कर सकता है, जो अपने विचार को बदल सकता है,
It's more or
उसके
less
बारे में
same.
क्या
Can I
चर्चा
just- It's
करें?
more or less same Samajwadi Party Congress.
Abhijit,
Anyway.
can I just get a quick comment also from you? Because over the last few weeks, we have seen several of these social media videos that have been doing the rounds from inside the election booths about, one person multiple times, pressing the buttons, etc., and the VVPAT comes out. Now, the question here is that, is this again a scale of fear-mongering that we are really looking at, or not being able to address some of the issues which should have been done in a large-scale manner for the public?
No, so because you specifically quoted an instance from ETA in Uttar Pradesh where one person voted 6 or 8 votes. The action has been taken, police action has been taken. Yeah. But you see, 8 votes versus 97 crore votes, right? The electorate size of 97 crores, of which at an average of 60%, you are looking at 55, 57 crore people voting. So I think whatever these little instances you get are not enough in any manner to influence the larger mandate. This is the kind of size of the electorate and those voting that is the most representative that's possible anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world.
So, years, when the elections used to happen, they used to say, "Pura booth chhap diya." In Bengal, they would throw explosives and do things. Now also, you say, if daughter of Lalu Yadav, in fact.
We should just run out of time, I'm told, so we have to end this conversation here. Shravan, 3 good stories for you, friends, to get you an idea of the drift of how the campaign is panning out. Mamata in Bengal, Amit Shah, of course, with complete confidence, saying that UCC would be a reality soon after June 4. And of course, the opposition jitters on EVM, which might continue, by the way, till June 4 and after. On that note, thank you so much, friends, for joining us. Thank you, Vinit Goenka, and thank you, Shravan. And of course, after a short break, Arnab Goswami back with the debate at Primetime Max. Be right there.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to rbeta.in.
Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
Amity University has one of India's largest merit scholarship programs for brilliant students. Over 9,000 students with 90% plus in their 12th boards are currently at Amity, benefiting from the culture of academic excellence and focus on research and innovation. To be with like-minded students who want to be successful, apply at amity.edu/scholarships.
चल हो जा शुरू केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुमा केसरी।
India is taking bold steps when it comes to economic advancement and scientific breakthroughs. Whether it be healthcare, fintech, EVs, or any other sector, the entrepreneurs in India are moving the country forward with their success stories. Republic Business is going ahead and hosting its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work inspires, if you think your work can inspire hundreds of people, then do log on to rbeta.in for more details. India is taking bold steps when it comes to economic advancement and scientific breakthroughs. Whether it be healthcare, fintech, EVs, or any other sector, the entrepreneurs in India are moving the country forward with their success stories. Republic Business is going ahead and hosting its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work inspires, if you think your work
Powered by Vimal, Bolo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo.
पता नहीं क्रिकेट का फ्यूचर कैसा होगा, पर सीलिंग फैंस का फ्यूचर पता है, बिकॉज इट्स ऑलरेडी हियर। ओरिएंट एरोस्लिम विद रिवर्स रोटेशन मोड जो इंप्रूव करे एयर सर्कुलेशन। ओरिएंट PLDC फैन, द फ्यूचर ऑफ फैंस।
India is taking bold steps when it comes to economic advancement and scientific breakthroughs. Whether it be healthcare, fintech, EVs, or any other sector, the entrepreneurs in India are moving the country forward with their success stories. Republic Business is going ahead and hosting its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work inspires, if you think your work can inspire hundreds of people, then do log on to rbeta.in for more details.
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल, हो जा शुरू।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
जब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से।
JK टायर, देश का टायर।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Last week we exposed that there was one Ajit Pawar NCP MLA at the police station in Pune when the super rich super brat was taken into custody. And today it unfolds that there was a Shinde Sena member at the police station as well. So there were two MLAs. The MLA showed up at 7 a.m. in the morning. The Shinde Sena leader drops in casually at 1 p.m. on the pretext of writing to the police. See, ladies and gentlemen, just pause for a while. See, ladies and gentlemen, how much help there was to help this super rich killer. Two MLAs came, both from the ruling party in Maharashtra, ruling coalition in Maharashtra. One Eknath Shinde Sena MLA and one Ajit Pawar MLA. So both the allies of the BJP were busy in the police station helping this grandson of the Chota Rajan linked mafia don who had himself killed two people. The eyewitness and the main complainant in this case, meanwhile, is telling our reporter that he saw Ajit Pawar's MLA in a conversation with the main investigating officer in the case hours after the incident. The Pune Police Commissioner, who I pressed for answers last week and showed me his arrogance and is yet to accept my invite since, had told me last week that the second blood test was done to confirm certain findings. And at that time I had said that there is something very murky going on because it is rather unusual that you take a second blood test 16 hours after the first in a case of drunken driving and killing. Now the Pune police has confirmed my suspicion, saying that the first blood sample was casually tossed into the bin by the doctors at the government hospital. And so a second blood test was taken. But if a second blood test was taken after feeding the accused pizza in 16 hours passing, would that blood report have shown anything at all? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my firm conviction that every part of the system, from the police to the juvenile justice system, has botched up in the initial hours of the case, thereby not allowing for any critical evidence collection to remain. And if they did, as it is playing out, then is there any shot of this case standing in court? If there is no evidence, then is this very influential family going to get away? And is the system once again going to crush the citizen by way of collusion and collective conspiracy? Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time heads roll. I come to you with three debates this Monday evening. First, ladies and gentlemen, the case of Pune and the murderous cover-up, and how from the start it was Republic which asked the questions and the Pune Police Commissioner is even now trying to cover up. The super rich super brat are pulling all strings possible, from mafia links to the politician to the police. That's debate one. Debate number two this evening, viewers. I'm shocked at the response of the Gujarat government that 28 people who've lost their lives, including 9 children, and all we see is the transfer of a police commissioner. Absolutely no moral responsibility there, no professional responsibility. Lives have no value in this country. And ladies and gentlemen, at 9 o'clock this evening, if we look at the present situation on the political front, it is generally believed that 300 plus for the BJP is very realistic
and very possible. We are taking a look at the present political debates and where things stand for the 4th of June. And ladies and gentlemen, here are the headlines. Let me take a quick look this Monday. The scale of the cover-up, the players involved continue to tumble on day 8 of the super rich, super brat case, which India is not letting go of. In fresh network investigations, Republic exposes the fact that a second politician, another member of the ruling alliance in Maharashtra, paradropped at the police station in the critical hours between the two blood tests as the Pune police was allegedly feeding the prime accused